Alright, so I wanted to make a little video. I have to remake this again because I forgot to turn on my microphone. My bad, by accident. But it's all good. I will redo it just fine. I want to explain on why I think David Lade was not on steroids, and he was on peptides, which makes him a half natty. Just what even, kind of, because, I mean, you're technically a natural, because, I mean, they consider creatine natural, and I'm gonna get to that in a second, but he's like pretty much a half natty because he still pins and shit. But you know, okay. I want you to look at these videos real quick as proof on why I think he took a certain peptide called HGH, which is a peptide hormone. So this is why I personally think he took HGH. I'm gonna have to remake the whole video, so I'm gonna have to go back all the way down here, Okay, there we go. All right, so. Alright, I still have the images up too, right? Alright, good. Oh, actually, the GHK up too, good. Alright. Okay. So, look at the legs here, right? He's deadlifting right there. You know, they're both wearing socks. And in this one, look at his legs. They're much longer, and you cannot debate me on that. It's longer. It's longer, okay? You can't just say, oh, he's wearing shorts. No, it's longer. It's much more longer. You can even see, like, the ratio between here. Just think of the blue thing right there. Just imagine it's not there. Look at the difference. To his knee, to his heel, that's like 4 to 5 inches. But from this one to here, it looks like, if you think the blue thing is gone, right? You know what? Let's just go to the beginning of each video. So that way they're kind of both even, because he usually is in like the same position. Oh, he's actually a little more taller in this one. Hold up, I gotta make him go down to the same level as video in the other one. Like right here. Okay, like, you cannot disagree with me. He looks much taller. His legs look much more longer. You know, from his knee to his heel in this one, from his knee to his heel in this one, it's just super obvious. Alright, and that's why I think he took HGH for height growth. This is why he shot up in height so much, and I'm going to get into some things that people say in the videos, because the main reason I'm making this video right now is because a lot of people, I see everyone saying, nope, David Lade was not a natural, he's not natty, he's on steroids, this guy's on steroids, nope, he's not a natty. And it's kind of annoying because I personally think he just wasn't. He just was not on steroids. And I don't like people, obviously saying someone was on steroids when they kind of were, like, a half natty, you know what I mean? And as you can see, okay, right here, I'm gonna prove that this is technically, you could consider yourself a natty by doing this, kind of, because you still have to pin, so technically, the gym community would say you're not a natty if you get pinned, but, I mean, bro, who cares, come on. I mean, you take oral peptides, which is creatine, because this is it, alright, look. So, peptides are a short chain of amino acids, okay? It's a single chain of polypeptide composed of 191 amino acids, okay? Actually, I want to, because we're about to all learn. Is creatine a amino acid? Okay, let's find out. Can I just get, oh my god. Oh, boom, there we go. Congratulations, you're on an oral peptide. That's it, boom. That's simple. Creatine is a peptide, so you cannot say that, oh no, HGH is not natural, but creatine is. Like, no, can't do that. I mean, they're both amino acids. The only difference is you inject one, and you take one through the mouth. Pause. Yeah, but that's it. They're both amino acids. It's technically an amino acid derivative, or a non-protein amino acid, so yes, it is an amino acid, or called an amino acid. Pretty much. Made in the liver, yeah. Alright, so, HGH, both creatine, both of these are peptides, so technically taking HGH is natural. Alright, same thing for the ones I'm about to show you in a second, which I think he also used. So, now I'm going to address something right now on what most people say is how he shot up in strength so fast, okay? Because I'll just get this out of the way. I think he shot up in strength so fast, mainly because of the HGH. When he was taking HGH around this time, because the date difference of these both videos are not that different. May 6th to September, yeah, not that different. Not that much long. That's why he's only like a little taller in this one. compared to this one. Like, he looks like he's like 5'10", 5'11", barefoot, because this is barefoot, not with shoes. So they're both barefoot. So this is barefoot. He looks like he's 5'10", 5'11", right? And this one, he looks like he's at least 6 foot plus, 6'1", barefoot. So, which is why in a later interview on this one, or over here on this one, he says he's like 6'2.5", but come on, guys, we all know David Lay might have probably been height frauding and probably been lying about his height. Everyone lies about their height. Everyone at least gives himself like 1 more inch of height, at least. So he looks like he was like 5'10" and 5'11" barefoot here, which is probably why in the interview in later, he would say that he's like 6'2.5", because he's probably like with shoes here, like maybe 6 foot, barely 6'1". So yeah, right here he's definitely 100%. But I think, okay, I'm gonna tell you why I think his strength shot up. I think his strength personally shot up from the fact of the HGH. When you take HGH, all the vitamins and nutrients that you're consuming is going to go towards height growth and a little bit towards muscle growth. That's why his muscles are not as big as like here. Like, you can even tell the difference between the leg muscles too. Like, look at the leg difference. God damn. So the reason I think he shot up in numbers so fast is because after he was done growing in height, which is like right here, this is when he was pretty much in his, that's it, he was done. He finished growing in height at around 17. He even says it in the interview. From right after this, he says, because there's a video where he did on Gymshark, and he said, oh, well, yep, I think I stopped growing at around right here because I pretty much stayed at that, you know, size and height forever. So this is pretty much when he completely stopped growing, which is what HGH does. HGH just speeds up your growth and possibly gives you a few more inches because of your lifestyle. So for example, let's say in the future, if you're not going to stop growing by the time you're 23 or 22, you're drinking, going to parties, that's going to affect your liver, your growth, and everything. Especially on HG, well, especially just, well, on a natural growth. You'll damage your, you'll damage your growth by a little bit, and your diet, of course. So, in my opinion, this is why taking HGH at an age like this is very ideal, because then you'll just be done growing at this age, which is an age that you don't really go party or drink, really. I mean, some people will at like 17 years old, but most people kind of don't, until they're like 19 in college parties and shit, because obviously they don't allow drinks in some minor parties. So yeah, that's why I think he shot up in strength super fast, is because all the nutrients and vitamins then, after he was done growing, started going into bodybuilding, powerlifting, aesthetics, which is why he looked super aesthetic, which I'm going to get into in a second here. Now. Oh, fuck. I've been yapping my ass off. Holy fuck. Okay. This is his calisthenic physique, okay? You have to understand, this is him when he was already been doing calisthenics for a year, okay? This is not his complete base. His complete base is here. This is him with no working out. Nothing. This was him with no working out. That's why everything's incredibly small, but right here, everything's a little bigger because he was on calisthenics. Right here is when he started going to the gym. This is when he really started gymming. You can even see right here, the calisthenics build, pretty much right here, where he's been doing calisthenics for like a year, maybe 8 months, because he was very skinny. And then this is when he started going to the gym. Yep, see the gym, yeah. And this is very, this is very attainable, of course. In a year for his genetics, 100% attainable without even peptides, because this is a year of calisthenics, and this is a year of gymming. So this is like 2 years of lifting right here, pretty much, because he was already doing calisthenics for a year, and then he was doing gymming for a year. So in a total technical 2 years of working out. Oh, okay, it's funny. This is very attainable, of course. Very attainable, of course, especially at like what, 5'9", or like 5'8", because that's probably how tall he is, like right here, because he's probably really short. Compared to like his future height, yeah, like right here, he's much shorter, just from like this one right here, this photo. Looks like he's like 5'9", 5'10", maybe. Yeah, very attainable, very attainable. And I think people started accusing him of roids around, yep, this is around 15, correct. This is a kind of unused picture, by the way. This is not a realistic kind of picture, because this is him when he's not done anything at all. Nothing. No gym, no nothing. And then he says he's been working out for 2 years, a year and a half, maybe. As you can see, yeah, this one doesn't really take too long, especially he's frauding, of course. You could already tell the lighting fraud. He's frauding with the lighting. Probably already got a pump before. You gotta also understand in a lot of these images, a lot of these photos, he's frauding with lighting to his ass off, which is actually really good. Oh, right here. You can clearly see he looks incredibly big. You know, shoulders popping, everything's popping out, face popping, everything's popping, right? Probably got a pump, lighting, and he's flexing. So, and compared to this one, wait, that's weird. He looks bigger in this one, but he looks a little smaller in this one, even though this one's in the future by like 2 months, which is an incredible amount. He looks like a little more Myron in here. He looks more Myron, in my opinion. His face, you know, everything. This one he looks like he's been bulking a little more, because you can see the face. The face looks the same, but it looks like he was a little more lean here. Like a lot more lean right there. Yep, this is, in my opinion, one of his best physiques ever. I mean, dude, 2014, 2015, I feel like that was his prime, because, dude, for his age, that's actually crazy. Like, like, bro, I don't even think dude was a junior yet right here. This is when he was 17, and you could even see from right here, this is when he started taking HGH. I think this is when he truly started taking HGH. And I'll also get into some other things on why I think he took JHK, because look at this one, right? He looks, he actually looks pretty old in this one. Like, he looks young, right? He looks like he's like 18, 19 in this one, right? Alright? Alright, I'm going to show you what peptide I think he was also on. I'm going to have to scroll up a little more farther. Look at this. He looks younger than before. Or he looks the same age, and that's like 4 to 3 years. Why? Because I think he took GHK. GHKCU. I think he took GHK at around the time he was... this one right here. You can even see the face over here, too. You can see this one looks much older. Even though he has longer hair, which actually makes you look younger. This one has shorter hair, and he actually looks younger. Like, yo, it's right in front of your face. Alright, it takes GHK, too, as well. He also, I think, takes TB500 plus BPC for muscle regenerative. Also a peptide, by the way. Also a peptide. It was Instagram. Shit. Oh, my bad. Alright. That's why he was also gaining muscle extremely quick. And, like, you know, in these photos, he's on HGH, he's on BPC, and he's on, like, GHK, which that's what shot up his muscles a lot. And his height, his face, and everything. That's why he was extremely... and, of course, just, you know, years of lifting and extremely dedication. Like, look at that fucking shit. Like that's 100% with a pump and, you know, height, like, you know, of course, lighting frauding, but, dude, that's, yeah, fucking crazy. Also, you can already see the height difference. I mean, this is the same chair and everything, yet he looks, like, extremely fucking massive. Like, right here, like, look, it's the same chair, same room, same bed. Maybe the chair's a little more higher up, because then there's this one, which is more proof of why I think he took HGH right here. And that's why he looked extremely fat, he was bulky, till around here, where he started getting leaner, which is probably when the HGH, he might have either just leaned when he was on HGH, really bad idea, by the way, never do this, or he just probably ran out of HGH, low-key, which is probably why he actually shot up in height from a substantial amount from, like, right here to, like, over here. He might have been, like, 5'9", 5'10" over here, and then if maybe over here, he looks like he might be, like, 5'11", 6 foot in most of these. Barefoot. Barefoot, of course. There's a half natty. Yep, this is exactly what you are, David. You are a half natural, because he pinned, right? He pinned, but technically he's taking peptides like creatine, because, I mean, the only difference is one, you inject it, the other one, you take orally. So it's an oral peptide, technically. It is. And people say creatine's natural, like, is creatine natural? Like, dude, it's everywhere. And everyone, the entire damn gym community says it's Natty. So you cannot tell me that HGH or GHK or BPC is not Natty. I will slap you in the face, because you can't say, because oh, yep, there, right here. Because you can't say, you just can't. Like, bro, come on. It literally says right here, creatine's Natty. They're both peptides, both amino acids. One you just inject in the one, etc. I don't have to really explain myself for that. And then that's why he started getting extremely mired. I mean, then you could see these photos, and that's why I think he took peptides. That's about it. That's all I really needed to say. Oh, hopefully it actually recorded my audio this time, or I'm just not going to even record the video. Yeah, this is why I think he took peptides. I mean, he was on peptides, in my opinion. This is a theory, of course. This is a theory. This is not 100% technically. This is not 100%. But this is my personal opinion and what I think. I personally think he was on peptides, not steroids. And that's why he grew so much in height, muscle, and, his face even got, younger and better because of the GHK. And that's honestly it. Yeah, that's about it. I guess. All right. Bye bye. Oh my god. All right. Yep.